Alright, so just the other day I went to go to the movies, because that's what I do. I love movies, so we about to talk about some movies. Manly movies. Yeah, manly movies. And, yeah, because I went to go see Big Hero 6, because, you know, that's what men do. We go watch them Disney movies, and we get feels and stuff about big robots fighting and whatnot like that. I don't want to spoil any of the movie. Movies are just like one of the greatest things ever. Whoever invented the movie, would you think I would know that, being such an avid, you know, movie goer? I would know that, but I don't. I just love the whole theater experience. If I ever stop to think about it, though, I don't. If you actually look at the research for movie theaters and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have dog shit on the back of your head and on your hands and stuff, like when you really think about it, because people step on dog shit, and then you have those assholes that put their feet on the seats, and if you're one of those assholes, fuck you. But yeah, so when you think about it, it's a horrible, disgusting experience, and somebody's gonna leave a syringe with AIDS on it in the seat that you're gonna sit on. It's gonna poke you in the ass to give you AIDS. But the movies themselves are amazing. The last few movies I've seen, Big Hero 6, before that I saw John Wick. Before that, I want to say it was Equalizer I watched, and before that was Fury. I actually got to see Fury for free ahead of time. And, you know, all of those movies, I would say, are definitely worth going to see. Out of the four, I would say John Wick. Well, if I put them in order, it would be John Wick, Big Hero 6, Fury, and then Equalizer. But I believe all of them are, you know, must-sees. You must see them. You just must. But those aren't even the greatest movies. Like last night I was watching Cyborg, and if any of you are old enough to know what Cyborg is, then that's props to you. But I was just watching that movie, and I realized while watching it that movie is so terrible. Like, that is one of the worst movies ever made. But it's just so awesome that I couldn't stop watching. Like, it's so bad that it's good. And just for the synopsis, it's Van Damme before he made it big, fighting a guy who they explain in no way, shape, or form why he's the super bad guy, other than he's got like pale green eyes, and they never explain that either. And he killed his family or something, his adopted family. And yeah, he's like a revenge story, I guess. But the movie itself, the acting, and the plot, and the dialogue and everything is just garbage. But it's a good action movie. It's like watching Bloodsport. Bloodsport's not a good movie. It's a fucking awesome movie. And it's got nothing to do with the dialogue and all that stuff. It's just a good man movie to watch. Another great man movie that I just mentioned was like Fury. And here's what makes a good man movie. So that we can make it very clear that I'm not just being like, I guess you could say I'm being a chauvinist or sexist, even though I'm not trying to be. Here's what a good man movie is, and I feel I could say this without worry, because my mother has said similar things, and obviously my mother's a woman. And that's that, like, take the manliest movie ever made. I'll give you a second to think about what it is before I tell you what it is, and then explain why. The manliest movie ever made. Wait, fuck that. You can pause it if you want to think about it before I say it. So the manliest movie ever made, you know, hands down, is Predator. Manliest movie ever made. It's testosterone from start to finish. Big guns, chain guns, explosions, motherfuckers getting skinned. You just pointless. There's a scene where they're just like shooting into the forest, the rainforest, for like 30 plus seconds, and they're just shooting these guns just to shoot them, because that's the whole point of that scene, is just to show them shooting the guns, and nothing comes of it. Like, we hit nothing. I was like, oh shit. You know, there's that. It's just a bunch of dudes that go in the rainforest together, killing shit. And the one question that helps to prove that it's the most manly movie ever made is I always ask people, what was the name of the girl in the movie? And I want them to answer me without, you know, looking it up. No IMDb and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know that answer. Because, and the reason that why does it Skyford? Is that supposed to be like Skyforge? But anyway, distracted. And nobody can tell me what that chick's name is. I know what it is because I'm a movie freak and I've watched that movie a billion times. But the point of asking that question is, she could have not been in the movie at all. If you cut out every scene with her in it, it's the same movie. Like, there is literally only one scene where she drives part of plot, and it's because she causes one of the guys to die. And that is it. She could have not been there, and he could have easily died a different way. So this is a movie where it's completely unaffected by women. There is no love story. There's no secondary plot to the movie. It's, we're in the rainforest. This thing's trying to kill us. We need to kill it. That is the whole movie. And what you get is Arnold and Carl Weathers, you know, in the middle of the rainforest, flexing their muscles, trying to kill this thing. Man, you can't get much more manly than that. Other than, let me see if I can think of anything. Predator 2. Predator 2 didn't have anything either, but they, you know, there wasn't as many muscles in Predator 2. That was a movie showing that the hero could be smart. Maybe the first Rambo, but you know, that's more of a veteran type movie. That's, you know, and the whole point I'm trying to make on that is there's not, you know, it's very rare that you get that many, you get man movies like that. Because I believe Fury is a man movie because there are women in that movie that don't push the plot at all. It helps the characterization, but it doesn't push the plot. Like, they could have not been there, and we would have learned the same thing about that guy, that he was compassionate and cared and this and that. We would have learned that either way if they weren't there. So they were just kind of there. Equalizer was because of a girl. John Wick was because of a dog and a girl. John Wick is still awesome. Big Hero 6, oddly enough, had no romantic plot in it. It was about a kid, and that's about as much as the plot as I can give without spoiling it, but there was no romantic secondary plot to that movie. Those people were saying they love our veterans. I love that. That's cool. And you know, that's how I can go watch Disney movies and not give up my man card, we'll say. But I'm totally full of shit, dude. How to Train My Dragon is like one of the greatest fucking movies ever. And if people want to judge me on that, they can go to hell. Should rename my bike Toothless. Fuck everybody. Yeah, just movies in the general. Something I love so much in movies. Which is why you'll hear tidbits of movie quotes in all of my vlogs. Because I enjoy the films, I like to go and watch them. I'm a critic, but everybody's a critic. But you a choir boy, if you don't believe that. And you know, there's just so much. Really, bro? What the fuck are you doing? There's just so much character that you can give in the movie, memorable characters that you can, you know, continue to look at. Just like Sean Connery. Sean Connery plays the same guy in every movie he's ever in. Did anybody ever notice that? Sean Connery is always Sean Connery in movies. There is no movie where he's not Sean Connery. And it's always just, oh, so we need to get over there. Yes, I know that I'm a British agent, even though I have a Scottish accent. That doesn't matter, boy. And that's literally every movie. He plays someone English for some reason. And he's Scottish. Did I just say he was British accent? I don't know what I said as I was Sean Connery. But he always plays an old Scottish guy, even though he claims a different nationality. Which I love. I just love about that. I love that about him. It's kind of like Nicolas Cage. Always plays a deranged psychopath, and he's always angry about something. Every Nicolas Cage movie, he's angry about something. And it's usually a woman. You know, either his girlfriend or his wife or his daughter. It's always something that has made him angry. And he's got to go and drive angry and show his rage. Oh, that dude waved. That dude's cool. And you know, it's always something like that with Nicolas Cage. So I love his movies. If you haven't seen Wicker Man, just watch that movie and you'll see why Nicolas Cage is the greatest actor ever. Not the bees! They're in my eyes! Ah, God, you guys are gonna think I'm freaking insane. Schwarzenegger, he's always Austrian. Like that one movie, The Last Stand, where he's the sheriff of this small town. First off, there is no small town that would hire an Austrian sheriff. It wouldn't happen. Especially not a border town, because they hate immigrants. Well, you know, most of them do. So, for Arnold Schwarzenegger to be the sheriff of a small town with his accent is just, there's no way. So, and there's the fact that he embraced it in the movie. Like, if you actually watch that movie, at the very end, he embraces the fact that he's an immigrant with his line, "You give immigrants a bad name," right when he beats the crap out of the bad guy.